Okay. Hey guys, I want to welcome you to a live edition of Halftime Chat, and we've got our special guest, Mr. Chuckii Booker. It is always a pleasure and honor that he takes his time out of his massive schedule to actually chat with us. And Chucky, you're welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I'm doing great, Nnamdi. Everything is good. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Good evening, sir.
I'm just running and gunning, man. I'm balancing between 3 or 4 projects at the moment. So I'm just running around with like a chicken with my head cut off.
You had a fresh haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking very fresh.
Thank you.
He's been drinking from the fountain of youth. I saw your picture that it was featured in the Unsung, you by the keyboards and a hat, and I'm thinking, it looks exactly how you look now.
No.
How old were you in that picture?
Actually, I have aged considerably.
Yeah, how old were you in that picture?
Oh, man. Which one? I'm trying to remember which picture it was.
It was one that you were sort of in the living room of your house, white shirt and by keyboards. It was using a song video.
Oh man, that was like, I think that was like 1987. That was 1987. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we got people joining in, but starting off there, how was the reception from your song? How did you feel watching it on TV and
wow,
stuff?
it was really weird, watching that Unsung episode for me. I don't know why. It was just really weird, man. I think it's because I've never had something that in depth from from such a, I guess, from a TV perspective, of my career and my life. So it was really weird to watch that. I'm so used to watching all my friends, and their episodes, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like me, and I'm like, whoa, it's weird, but it was cool. It's been a great reception. People said, hey, they've, text me and said, hey man, it was really informative. There was things that, I didn't know, things of that nature. So it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess it's the stuff that is it you filmed it about a year ago?
Yeah, it was a
How
year
long
ago.
ago did you film it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it must have been quite a wait though. But did they tell you when it was going to come out?
No, you know what? They didn't let me know until like maybe 2 weeks prior to the release. So I had no idea. It was supposed to. I think it was supposed to come out earlier, but they had some issues, with, I guess, with production and timing and things of that nature. So it took a little while longer, but that was definitely over a year ago, that we made that.
Yeah, well, I guess the good timing is that you've got your show at Yoshi's on the 10th of
Yeah.
April. Yeah. So, do you want to tell us about what's going on? University 2.0, Chuckii Booker, DOA.
Me and my bestie, DOA, we're just trying to put this show together for all the fans, of funk music and, just timeless music, man. We're gonna add a few things extra to this show that we didn't do in the last one, so it's gonna be kind of cool. I don't want to give it away, but it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I guess I guess maybe.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give it away.
No, you don't have to. And you guys, you can. Yeah, this is live Southern California, and Collins. You can ask questions in a bit. I guess one of the things is because I was putting the clips together of some of your videos. I'm like, actually, Chuckii can sing, and I think because you after your 2 albums, you did the music director stuff and the whole River Nation tour. I was like, yeah, he was a singer and he could perform.
I can perform, but I don't really consider myself a singer. But
what, you had the highs, your falsettos, you were doing everything. What do you mean?
That's all smoke and mirrors, man. I don't really consider myself a singer. More or less, I would rather consider myself a musician first, and then everything else follows. A musician, producer.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, no, definitely, because you could see the musicianship in everything that you do. But I guess it's the it is vocally you were distinctive, and that's one of the things that we did miss about that. But coming back to Yoshi's, I mean, is this stuff that you guys are going to be doing sporadically, or do you think you may do some more dates?
We're definitely doing some more dates. This is just the start of possible, 7 to 8 cities that we're not looking at. We're in talks right now, making shows happen in Dallas, Chicago, Atlanta, New York, Nashville, and what else? I think it was either Miami. No, not Miami. In North Carolina. Just to start.
How do you feel about being the headliner instead of being
great.
the music director?
I love it. It's a change of pace for me. I've always been one of the guys that have always been behind the scenes, in the background, which is cool. That's like so easy for me. But I think it's cool after so many years. It's like, okay, you know what? Let me jump back out front again, just to, just for a change of pace. It's like, I've been doing the musical direction thing forever, and I'm still doing it. So it's great to like change up and, get back to the creative juices again of doing a live show. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. How was the Earth, Wind and Fire Lionel Richie tour? How did that go?
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. I mean, just from the standpoint of, you have Earth, Wind and Fire that's actually opening up, and they are kicking.
Oh, they were opening. Wow, that's pressure on you guys.
What? Man, I tried to tell Lionel, hey man, let's do a little bit more of this and that. He's like, no, he has a certain way, a specific way of how he wants his show. So all I could do is just suggest things, but man, it's difficult because they came out blazing like every night. I was watching that show every night, like, man, I wish Lionel would just let me, take the show and just run with it and let me do my thing. But, he is who he is, so, it's tough.
Okay.
It's really tough, man. Because they are.
So it wasn't a case. Because I've heard Morris Day talk about when the time used to open up for Prince, and they used to kill Prince, and Prince started to
take it from somebody who's from the outside of that camp. When I went to go see them at the Long Beach Arena, I'll never forget. Long Beach Arena, 1984, 85, and the time opened up, and man, they were blazing. They were blazing like hard, just to the point to where I was like, man, like, wow. Prince is really going to have to, bring it. He brought it, but they just brought a whole nother urban perspective of the show, which was really crazy. And they were killing. They killed.
Wow. But F1 Fire, were you guys on par, or do you think they just edged it slightly, or what?
As far as what is what?
F1 Fire, when you guys were on this last tour with Lionel and F1 Fire, how did?
Man, I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna say anything, man. I would just be quiet. You know what? Lionel is in a position where he knows exactly what he wants, and he does well. His shows are great, and they are amazing. He's a consummate performer. He knows how to connect, to the crowd and to the people, and he just puts on a great show. But he has a different, from my perspective, he has a different crowd than what Earth, Wind and Fire brings to the table. Lionel can definitely, he brings a little. I would say he's more well-rounded because he does have the Commodore background, which really is heavy R&B. So he brings a little of that. He doesn't bring a lot of that in the show. He brings a little. I try to pull it out of him to do more, but he has a certain crowd that he has to cater to, at which I get it, and I totally understand. But it's just like when I see Earth Wind killing it, I'm just like, oh man, we could do like let's pull this out of the catalog. Let's do this. Let's do that. And he's like, Booker, here's the deal. This is what we're gonna do. We'll do all of that on the next run. That's what we'll do, Booker. How's that? I'm like, okay, And then we ended up not doing it.
Oh goodness! How was it watching Verdine on bass?
Oh man, Verdine is killing, man. He's a killer performer. That's what he does, man. He's been performing that way since forever, like since the 70s, man. He's high energy. He does his thing. Philip is killing. Wow. They just have a great show, man. It's really hard to follow Earth, Wind, and Fire, but if anybody's going to do it, I would say that Lionel could definitely do it with his type of catalog that he has. And he has that catalog. Trust me, he's got it.
Yeah. No, definitely.
But it's just tough, man.
Yeah.
The last 5 songs that Earth, Wind do are just straight, just dance hitters, man. Just all the way from Groove Tonight to, man, they just kill, man. They're killing.